All right, 49ers fans, let's dive right in. The current state of the team is one that has been testing everyone's patience. Injuries have piled up, some of them more severe than initially expected, and the challenges have only grown as the season moves forward. The situation has not improved. In many ways, it has worsened, and yet the organization continues to make calculated decisions to navigate through these turbulent waters. We've already seen some moves, and we believe more are on the horizon. There's one particular decision, though, that has sparked quite a bit of debate among fans and analysts alike, and it's going to be a focal point as we break down what's happening with the team. But before we get there, it's worth pausing to consider the broader context. Injuries are affecting key players, and that forces the coaching staff to make tough calls about playing time, roster changes, and strategic adjustments. This isn't new territory for the 49ers. They've faced adversity before, but each situation carries its own unique set of complications. Kyle Shanahan, as always, is walking a tightrope. It's evident that he has his eye not only on the current season, but also on the future, and that dual focus makes his decisions complex. He's clearly operating under the belief that this season may not be a Super Bowl caliber year, which naturally shifts the team's priorities toward long-term sustainability and roster development. At the same time, conflicting reports make it seem as though the 49ers are exploring high-profile opportunities, which can create confusion among fans trying to follow the team's strategy. The injury report alone is enough to fill a notebook. Ricky Pierce, for instance, has been limited in practice repeatedly this week, and his availability remains uncertain. Goss Matzos continues to be sidelined. Bryce Huff is out as expected, and Alfred Collins is listed day-to-day, but didn't participate today. Winters has also struggled, particularly in coverage, though he has shown flashes of dominance alongside Fred Warner in previous games. The transition period for players who rely on Warner's presence on the field is going to be noticeable, and it's something the coaching staff has to account for carefully. Brock Purdy has been doing more in practice, which is encouraging, and Ben Bart may have a chance to play on Sunday, if all goes well. Sam Wanu and Jordan Elliott remain limited, but there is hope they can return to full participation in the coming days. Overall, the injuries are pressing, but the 49ers are not sitting idle. They're taking proactive steps to manage the roster and prepare for upcoming challenges. In recent moves, the team added Keion White, which represents a strong starting point, but does not entirely solve the roster's immediate needs. White has significant potential, and the hope is that his addition strengthens depth without disrupting the chemistry of those already on the field. Alongside him, Clelin Ferrell has joined the squad. Known as CLE, he started 17 games in 2023, but appeared in only one game this season for the Commanders before being signed to the 49ers practice squad. Both of these acquisitions are strategic, aimed at adding talent and flexibility while avoiding excessive roster turnover. It's a delicate balance, because bringing in new players often requires releasing others, which carries its own risks. Players like Drew Moss, for example, have been affected in the past by these roster adjustments. Even when signed to the practice squad, letting go of familiar players can have long-term consequences, and the organization must weigh those factors carefully. Beyond the immediate additions, speculation about further trades continues. Reports suggest that the 49ers are exploring opportunities to enhance their pass rush, with names like Trey Hendrickson appearing in conversation. However, the fit isn't necessarily ideal given contract situations and the current roster composition. With Keion White now in the mix, the urgency for an aggressive move may be reduced, though the team remains active in monitoring potential trades. Another point of discussion revolves around Jauan Jennings. Despite his slower start this season, he's been a reliable blocker, a committed team player, and an essential contributor in previous campaigns. His contract is structured with incentives, and while there are suggestions he might seek a trade, the current value he would bring in exchange doesn't align with what the 49ers might need for a high-profile acquisition. Kyle Shanahan has indicated publicly that Jennings is not expected to be traded, reinforcing the idea that the team sees him as an important asset for the remainder of the season. Jennings has been playing through injuries, demonstrating resilience and commitment, and his presence on the field continues to be a stabilizing factor for the squad. The upcoming matchup against the New York Giants adds another layer of urgency. With the team only a few days away from facing a critical game, decisions must be calculated to maximize the chances of victory while keeping long-term objectives in mind. Injuries, roster moves, and strategic planning all intersect here, creating a complex web of factors that Shanahan and his staff must navigate. The balance between making a move for immediate improvement and protecting the team's future remains delicate, and it's something that fans, analysts, and insiders are all watching closely. Ultimately, the narrative for the 49ers right now is one of cautious optimism mixed with strategic foresight. There are challenges, no doubt, but there is also clear intent from the front office to strengthen the team while avoiding reckless decisions that could compromise future seasons. Each step, whether it's a practice squad addition, a strategic trade, or navigating player injuries, contributes to a larger plan that seeks to balance competitiveness with sustainability. Even as debates continue over potential trades and roster adjustments, the team's culture and identity remain evident. Players like Juwan Jennings exemplify dedication and resilience, playing through pain and giving their all in every game. Young talents like Kean White and experienced players like Clelin Ferrell add new dimensions to the squad, offering both upside and depth. Fans watching closely can see the careful orchestration of these moves, even if some decisions provoke discussion or disagreement. The key takeaway is that the 49ers are actively managing their roster, assessing needs, and positioning themselves for both immediate and future success. The next days and weeks will reveal how these decisions translate on the field, but what is clear is that the organization is not resting and is fully engaged in shaping a team that can compete at a high level, now and in the seasons to come. The landscape of the team, shaped by injuries, trades, and strategic decisions, continues to evolve. With each practice, each evaluation, and each addition, the 49ers demonstrate a commitment to addressing weaknesses while fostering growth and development. The blend of veteran leadership and emerging talent creates a dynamic environment where every decision counts. Fans can expect continued action, ongoing analysis, and, ultimately, a team striving to overcome all. This is the kind of season where every practice rep, every roster move, and every strategic choice carries weight. Injuries have created challenges that extend beyond individual games, affecting rotations, personnel decisions, and the overall flow of the team. Yet, through it all, the 49ers are making deliberate choices designed to maintain competitiveness and prepare for the future. Fans may debate the merits of certain decisions, question trade rumors, or speculate on player performance. But the underlying reality is that the team is navigating a complex landscape with care and intent. Each action taken, from the practice squad signings to potential trade explorations, reflects a calculated approach aimed at maximizing performance while minimizing risk. The next critical juncture will be seeing how these decisions manifest on game day. As players return from injury, as new additions settle in, and as the coaching staff continues to refine strategies, the 49ers' path forward will become clearer. What is evident, however, is the dedication and foresight guiding these moves. The organization is intent on preserving depth, maintaining competitiveness, and giving players the best chance to succeed on the field. The intricate balance between immediate results and long-term planning defines the current strategy, making every game, practice, and roster choice part of a larger narrative about the team's direction and ambition. On the offensive side, the situation is equally intricate. Players are managing lingering injuries, adjusting to new roles, and learning to operate within evolving schemes that may change based on who is available. Depth players must be prepared to step in at a moment's notice, and the coaching staff must anticipate not only the opponent's strategies, but also the internal limitations imposed by the injury report. Every snap in practice carries meaning, as it provides critical information for game planning and decision-making. The interplay between strategy, physical readiness, and adaptability defines the current 49ers approach, creating a team culture where preparation, resilience, and awareness are paramount. Juwan Jennings embodies much of this dynamic. Despite setbacks and speculation about trades, he continues to demonstrate commitment and skill. His role as both a blocker and receiver showcases his versatility, and his ability to perform under physical strain highlights a level of professionalism that sets a standard for teammates. While discussions about his trade potential create external chatter, internally he remains a central figure, and Kyle Shanahan's statements reinforce the organization's desire to retain such influential players. This alignment between coaching, management, and player dedication forms the backbone of the team's operational philosophy, illustrating how individual contributions mesh with overarching strategic objectives. The 49ers' approach to managing injuries is multifaceted. They are not simply replacing injured players. They're evaluating the optimal way to maintain competitiveness while fostering development and minimizing risk. This involves balancing immediate needs against future potential, ensuring that any additions, whether from trades or the practice squad, align with the team's long-term vision. The practice squad, for instance, is utilized not merely as a holding place for backups, but as a developmental platform where players can acclimate to the system and be prepared to contribute meaningfully when called upon. Every signing, every activation, and every adjustment is weighed against the broader objective of sustaining success across multiple seasons, reflecting a sophisticated understanding of roster management in a highly competitive league. As the Giants game approaches, anticipation builds around how the roster will perform under pressure. Injured players returning to action, combined with new acquisitions and strategic rotations, create a dynamic environment where adaptability and execution are critical. Shanahan's coaching philosophy emphasizes both discipline and creativity, encouraging players to respond to in-game challenges while adhering to structured game plans. This blend of preparation and improvisation is crucial in a season marked by unpredictability, where injuries and external factors can shift momentum in an instant. Fans watching closely can see the effects of this philosophy in how the team responds during practice, adapts to changing circumstances, and remains focused on overarching goals. Depth, resilience, and tactical execution remain the pillars of the 49ers strategy. The organization continues to monitor the trade market, evaluate player readiness, and integrate new talent in ways that strengthen both the immediate lineup and the long-term foundation of the team. Every roster move, every practice adjustment, and every strategic decision reflects a deliberate approach designed to maintain competitiveness while positioning the 49ers for sustained success. The interplay between injuries, performance, and strategic planning ensures that the team is always evaluating its options, ready to adapt, and committed to fostering an environment where players can excel despite adversity. The 49ers season is unfolding as a test of depth, management, and tactical precision. Each game, practice, and decision contributes to a larger narrative about the team's resilience and adaptability. Injuries have challenged the roster, but strategic acquisitions and careful planning demonstrate the organization's commitment to maintaining a high level of performance. Players like Juwan Jennings continue to set examples of dedication and versatility, while younger talents like Kean White provide fresh energy and potential impact. As the season progresses, every adjustment made on the roster, every tactical change implemented on the field, and every evaluation conducted in practice reinforces the team's focus on both immediate success and long-term sustainability. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing. And if the latest whispers prove true, the San Francisco 49ers are about to make a seismic shift in their offensive game. Sources close to the team suggest that star wide receiver A.J. Brown has made a decision that could redefine the 49ers' aerial attack. He's reportedly choosing San Francisco as his next home. Brown, known for his explosive speed, exceptional route running, and ability to dominate in clutch moments, would immediately elevate the 49ers' offense to a new level. The team's passing game, already formidable with dynamic quarterbacks and versatile receivers, could now gain an edge that puts them in serious contention for the NFC crown. Fans have been speculating for weeks about potential offseason moves, and Brown's reported choice adds fuel to the fire, sending social media into a frenzy. Imagine the possibilities. Deebo Samuel and A.J. Brown stretching defenses sideline to sideline, with the 49ers' creative playbook opening up opportunities for big plays and game-changing touchdowns. Analysts are already speculating on how this pairing could alter defensive strategies league-wide. The mere thought of Brown lining up in red and gold has opponents bracing for a new level of offensive firepower. While nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders claim negotiations have progressed rapidly, and the chemistry between Brown and the 49ers coaching staff is reportedly off the charts. Sources hint that Brown's decision could hinge on the team's aggressive vision for the offense and their commitment to winning now rather than waiting for long-term rebuilds. The Bay Area could soon be home to one of the most feared wide receiver duos in football. If this rumor materializes, the 49ers might not just be contenders. They could be the team everyone fears come playoff time. Fans are holding their breath, waiting for confirmation, but the buzz alone is enough to make the NFL world sit up and take notice. One thing is clear. If A.J. Brown lands in San Francisco, the 49ers' offense will never be the same. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.